start strong on your goals, even after promising yourself this time would be different? What if you could train your mind to keep going, even when motivation disappears? In this video, I'll share 6 powerful psychological principles backed by science that explain why some people never give up, and how you can become one of them. I discovered these principles when I noticed something strange. The most successful people I studied weren't always the smartest or the most talented. They were just the ones who refused to quit. Research from top universities shows that persistence predicts success more than raw IQ or natural ability. The problem is, most people rely on motivation, and motivation fades fast. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to build unshakable persistence, even on your worst days. Let's dive in. Now, here's where it gets interesting. Most people set goals, but people who never give up build grit. Grit is your ability to stay committed to a long-term goal, even when progress feels painfully slow. It's not about intensity. It's about endurance. Imagine climbing a mountain, not sprinting, but steadily stepping upward, even in the rain. Research from the University of Pennsylvania found that grit predicts success better than talent in challenging environments. This works because your brain adapts to discomfort. The more you stay in difficult situations, the less threatening they feel. Your brain rewires itself to tolerate struggle. Here's how to apply it. First, choose one meaningful long-term goal. Just one. Second, break it into tiny daily actions, not heroic actions, tiny ones. Third, track consistency, not results. Use a simple calendar and mark every day you show up. Fourth, expect boredom. That's normal. Don't mistake boredom for failure. For instance, instead of saying, "I'll work out for 2 hours," try 10 minutes every day. Consistency builds identity. This next one is crucial. People who never give up don't obsess over quick wins. They fall in love with the process. Most people quit because they don't see fast progress. But progress is often invisible at first, like a seed growing underground before it breaks through the soil. Psychology shows that people who can delay rewards tend to achieve better long-term outcomes. When you focus on the process instead of results, your brain starts rewarding the action itself, not just the outcome. Here's what you do. Define success as, did I show up today? Create a streak system, and try never to miss twice. Celebrate effort, not outcomes. Don't weigh yourself every day. Don't refresh your analytics every hour. You might be thinking, but what if I'm doing the wrong thing? Adjust your strategy monthly, not emotionally. Most people don't know this, but people who never give up redefine failure. Instead of saying, "I failed," they think, "That's information." Research on growth mindset shows that people who believe they can improve are far more resilient. When you see mistakes as feedback, your brain shifts into problem-solving mode instead of shame mode. After every setback, ask yourself, what did this teach me? Write down one adjustment you'll test next time. Remove emotional language. Don't say, "I'm bad at this." Say, "My strategy didn't work." Treat failures like experiments. Instead of quitting after one bad attempt, tweak, test, and try again. This one changes everything. People who never give up don't rely on willpower. They build identity. Instead of saying, "I'm trying to work out," they say, "I'm the type of person who doesn't miss workouts." When your behavior aligns with your identity, quitting feels uncomfortable. If you believe you're disciplined, skipping becomes a contradiction. Every action is like casting a vote for the person you're becoming. Choose the identity you want. Say, "I am persistent," then prove it with tiny daily wins. Say it out loud. Language matters. Avoid identity-breaking patterns. Missing once is a mistake. Missing twice starts forming a new identity. If you've watched this far, you clearly care about growth. So let's go deeper. Quitting isn't a logic problem. It's an emotional one. You don't quit because it's hard. You quit because it feels bad. Your brain is wired to avoid discomfort. When stress rises, it sends danger signals, even if you're just doing something challenging. People who persist train themselves to sit with discomfort without reacting. Start by labeling the emotion. I feel frustrated. Take 5 slow breaths before making any decision. Use the 10-minute rule. Work for just 10 more minutes. And remind yourself that feelings are temporary. Instead of escaping discomfort, you build tolerance. And tolerance becomes strength. And here's the final piece. People who never give up don't do it alone. Your environment shapes your behavior more than motivation ever will. If you're surrounded by people who quit, quitting feels normal. If you're around resilient people, persistence becomes the standard. Join communities focused on growth. Limit exposure to negativity. Publicly commit to your goals. Find one accountability partner. Instead of relying on discipline, redesign your environment so quitting feels awkward. Let's quickly review what we covered today. Build grit, not just goals. Fall in love with the process. Turn failure into data. Anchor habits to identity. Manage emotions, not just actions. And design a persistent environment. Persistence isn't about being fearless. It's about continuing despite fear, boredom, and doubt. You already have what it takes. The only difference between quitting and succeeding is staying in the game a little longer. Don't wait until regret hits you months from now. Start with one tiny action today. Just one. A year from now, you'll thank yourself for not giving up. If you found this helpful, hit that like button. Subscribe for more self-improvement content like this. Drop a comment telling me which principle you're going to apply first. And if you want to learn how to stay disciplined, even when you don't feel like it, check out the next video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.